So, bit of a POV view, get to see what it's like in the driver's seat of the D'Max V'Cross. Like I said, you get some really good view out the windows, as you can probably see what I mean about the view out the rear window, but you get a really good commanding view of the road ahead. I'm just going to have a little tootle around the hometown of Scarborough up in North Yorkshire. Great place to come if you fancy some fish and chips and an ice cream. Super lucky round here because there's lots and lots of locations for the photography that I do, even just to test these vehicles. We've got the A64 quite locally, so that gives me a good idea of what they're like on a dual carriageway. We've got some good A roads and B roads around, and I mean we've even got some really nice lanes and some really nice areas around the woodlands like Raincliffe Woods and up Silfo, where I filmed this review for this Isuzu D'Max, just to give you a different perspective with the off-roading and things like that. I've really managed to give it a full-on test. Now, I'm gonna set that speed limiter so it doesn't set it 30 mile an hour, obviously adaptive cruise control. But yeah, I mean the driving position, it's a really nice driving position, really good visibility even out the big mirrors. You do have anti-collision, obviously lighting in the mirror that flashes up, also a red one on the dash. Bit of a rough sea today. This is just to give you an idea of what it's like to drive in the D'Max V'Cross, and like I mentioned in the review, it's just perfect as a everyday workhorse family car. It's so manoeuvrable around town even for the size of it, with the reversing camera. It's just so versatile. Ticks loads of boxes. I'd love this as my family car. And with the automatic transmission, it's just such an easy drive. Right, I'm going to attempt to park and reverse park in one of these parking bays. As you can see, I've got my phone through Android Auto. I'm going to try in amidst the array and mix of all of these motorhomes, try and get reverse parked. Oh, look at that, Dexter's Surf Shop. Hi Steve. There we go. Reversing camera working really well. Just seeing my daughter's teacher there. No, I'm not very straight, I don't think, but I am in. So even in and amongst, obviously you've got your parking sensors front and rear that comes up on your driver display, and your rear camera. Now for a pickup, you're gonna get it dirty. And one thing that I've had to do a lot is clean the camera, because it's not very good, especially when you can't see where you're going when you're reverse parking. But yeah, I mean, cracking view. So let's head back. I've got to head home. Wife's going to work, so I've been out doing what I need to do this morning. Back to the school runs, editing this afternoon. So yeah, but like I said, this is just to give you that idea, what it's like to park, what it's like to drive. I'll even take it now around a few windy bits on my way home. Now, where I live, it is on a narrow street, and parking with neighbours and stuff is an actual nightmare. But I've not had an issue parking the D-Max on our street outside the house. I've had to go up on the curb a little bit, but that's just for my peace of mind. Last thing I want is these Amazon delivery drivers flying down the street, clipping wing mirrors and scraping doors and bin men. Last thing I want is it damaged going back to Isuzu. Yeah, as you can see in the mirror, I look like a right idiot. This on my head. Things I do for you guys on the channel. Visibility is not too bad. The pillars are actually quite narrow, so you can still get a good view. Helps with the bigger windows. But it's the presence this has on the road. It just looks so good, especially in this V-Cross variant. And the way that Isuzu have spec'd this particular D-Max, with those roll bars, the load cover, the bonnet protector, the side steps, the lights that are on top of the bar. It's just looks mint. Like I said in the review, I really have been like a kid with a new Tonka toy this week. Any excuse, even just to pop to Tesco's, even though I don't need to, I could go to the corner shop. I've been wanting to go just so I can drive the truck. I'm getting some phony looks, but who cares? Go up and around this narrow street around P-Zone Park. But as you can see, not an issue. It's actually relatively easy. The steering is so light. You do get some feel through it. I mean, it's not meant to be like the best handling car that you're ploughing on down a country lane. You are going to get some understeer and some body roll, but it's still a capable handling truck. Even around roadworks, not an issue. I have found though that without the load in the back, it can be a bit juddery, a bit bouncy in the on the back end. But to be fair, with the weight of the load top cover and the roll bars, I think that adds a little bit of weight for it. So it's not as prominent and noticeable that you would in, say, one without it. But once you get a bit of weight in that bed, it settles it out and it actually drives even more comfortable, to be fair. Electric. I don't like electric. many ST Mondeos around these days. I mean, even around Tara, narrow streets, it's easily manoeuvrable. Now we're back at Pit Motoring HQ, and there we go, look. Amazon driver. Just parking in there. Yeah, like I mentioned, I just have to go on the curb. It's more for my peace of mind. Just so it doesn't get twatted. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this little POV look. Even electric folding mirrors. So that's it. Like I say, don't forget to subscribe, like, and I'm going to take this off because I look like a tit. But yeah, hope you found that little look interesting. Always messes me hair up wearing that thing. But yeah, catch you in the next one.